Yeah.
Yes. Hello team, greetings to all. Before going to the project, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sai Prashant Meda. I came from Kadapa, Andhra Pradesh. I completed my graduation in the year 2021 in electrical and electronics engineering with the aggregation of 68% at K1 College of Engineering, Kadapa. After my graduation, I gone through ETL training and Java training from Pratyan Technologies. Uh, Coming to my primary skills, my skills are SSMS, MySQL, Java, HTML, CSS. Coming to productive tools, I was good at Eclipse, Visual Studio, Eclipse IDE, and Sublime Text Editor. Coming to versioning tools, I was good at GitHub. Uh, Now let's move to the project. My project is based on ETL. It is in SSIS concepts. My PPT, my project agenda is, before going to the project, I would like to share this PPT with you. In this, I would like to tell what is the agenda I'm going to take further. First, I will introduce what is my project. That means project introduction, project futures, key technical elements, key focus, data dictionary.
Prashant, sorry, I
So
can't see your screen.
yeah, sir, I will share it again.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, my agenda is project introduction, project futures, key technical elements, key focuses, data dictionary, data warehouse design, solutions, and some solution snapshots, and end up with the demo section. My project, coming to the introduction, my project name is Prethin Restaurant Services. In the Prethin Restaurant Solution is a software designed to boost up restaurant productivity. In Prethin Restaurant Services, there are multiple services like accounting, cash management, personal management, inventory management, or delivery service. You also have to complete package building into a comprehensive software solution. That means all these services are integrated in one package, in one software only. And the main key goals of this software is to migrate 100% data successfully, enable applications to update data, and generate Power BI reports also, do good quality data warehouse schema design, and good quality data dictionary. In this package, in this software, we have 5 business models. Among that, first business model is the administration. In the administration, it will handle all the application management space, like the number of clients, the number of restaurants, and number of users are summed up into the different or separate tables. The clients and their details are added, and number of restaurants under each client are also added. You will also able to add the users who can actually operate the application with specific creditors. And the second business model is the accounting or cash management. In accounting or cash management, these accounting and cash management mainly focus on the uh, money handling. For example, poor cash management is one of the primary reason why many restaurants failure to get success. PRS is the integrated with POS, delivery partners, and bank providing signal sources of data, so you can exactly what the source of daily sales and taking, and what has been banked. You get all these details due to through this account and cash management, so succeed your you can succeed very well. And coming to third business model, this is related to the HR and scheduling. HR and scheduling model. In this, PRS will take care of that all your holidays, on employees onboarding, and forecasting the budgeting, integrate payrolls, and dashboards. Coming to fourth business model, this is the inventory stock management. PRS help to optimize the supply chain and streaming procurement, delivery, and inventory counting. Switching to PRS inventory management software means getting the cost of food under control. By using this inventory stock management, you can get the food under control cost. It will help to you to save the hundreds of hours in bookkeeping every month. Using to end-to-end inventory management module, you can automate inventory and procurement process, interlocation transfer, and delivery the items at the right delivery the items at the right time to the right place at the right cost. This will increase the restaurant productivity and the restaurant push into the success and profits. Coming to forecasting business model, in this business model, PRS application helps the restaurant to keep safe tracking of the income or the profits and the expenditure using the budget track sheets. You will also have able to view the graph with clear show ups and downs of the profit cost of sales, labor cost, and the net profits. This will help you to manage uh, all your budgets and labor cost and salaries too. Coming to technology stack, these are the technologies going to use based on the requirement, like is SQL Server integration services, data tool, Star UML, Oracle database, and these are the some few database like that SQL, Azure, and MySQLs. Key focus. These software mainly focuses on data set star schema, like how the structure of the restaurant go, and data dictionary. It will maintain some data dictionary classes, power center, extra, transform, load, store. It also have focus on fact tables, dimension tables, error tables, dependency, insert, update, like that things. Coming to project requirements, in this project, the software requirements are Visual Studio, Microsoft SQL Server Management System, and Star UML. And data, coming to data sets, in this project, we working on restaurant, clients, and currency. Types of files we are going to take. Requirements for this project is XLS file, CSV file, TXT. Any of these we can use. And data app requirements are Microsoft Excel and Notepad. Uh, the outcomes of this project, that is we in out from this software, we'll get three deliverables: data dictionary, data where schema design, and SSIS package for migration. The first deliverable is the data dictionary. In the data dictionary, we'll get all the details of what type of what it is storing and what is the purpose of the data. For example, in the client, we have client ID, legal name, business name, is it is active or not active date, inactive date, everything we will get to. In this data dictionary, we can understand what is this, what and what is the use of that. Like client ID is a unique ID number where they can find their clients easily. And the legal name is the official registered name for the business, for some paperwork and government official works. Business name is the business used to communicate with the it is a name used to in the business environment or like entity environment. Is active status, it will show the active status, whether the client is active or inactive. It will tell in this way, it will tell that. And activated data and inactivated data. Inactivated data, the when the client is activated, and inactive data shows the when client is inactivated. Same as in restaurant also, ID, name, legal name, and is Francis or not. Is Francis is the column that will show the whether it is a Francis or a parent company. If it is a parent Francis, we will get some parent IDs too for that. In the parent ID, in parent restaurant ID column. And the currency ID is the thing which currency it is the restaurant is accepting, and the client ID, what are the clients it is dealing, is active and inactive data, and inactive data, inactive date and activated date, and currency ID, currency types and symbols. This is the data warehouse schema. In restaurant onboarding, we have the restaurant ID, client ID, and activation data. It will communicate with all these three tables. Like we'll have the data of client ID, name, business, inactive, and activation data. In the restaurant, we have restaurant ID, parent restaurant ID, current ID, client ID, activation ID, and so on. These are the things what this app going to fetch the data from the clients or restaurants, or the our clients and restaurants. Coming to SSIS packages, in the this is a these are all the packages we used for the to develop this software. In this first package, currency data flow design. In this, the currency is it will import, it will load the currency data into the database. And this is restaurant onboarding data flow. As we discussed before, in this data flow, we have client ID, restaurant ID, and the restaurant activation date. And coming to this client activation data flow and restaurant activation data flow. Client activation data flow clears that about the activation dates of the client, and the restaurant data flow activation data flow clears the details of restaurant. Coming to restaurant data flow design, in this design we'll check up how many clients are actually under each restaurant. Like for in restaurant data flow, it will tell us, we will get the records of which restaurant is accepting which type of currency. For example, few restaurants accept euros and few restaurants accept rupees. Like that, by the data which is already we we loaded into the currency table, and this restaurant data flow will compare with that and give the output of what type of currency the restaurant is actually taking, the restaurant is actually accepting. This is the client data flow. The client data flow will get the output of under each client how many restaurants are actually there. For example, for one restaurant there is so many client, for one client there are so many restaurants. It will tell the how many restaurants are under each client. Yes, this is the slowly changing dimension data flow. In this data flow, whenever the restaurant changes its accepting money, for example, if a restaurant is accepting euros, if they change it to the rupees, it will record the historical data. What type of currency is accepting before, and what type of currency is accepting currently, and it will give the activation and expiration data. Let's go for the demo. Before go in the demo, I would like to share with you all the now we have all the restaurants with the empty. All the data, all the packages are empty. Now we'll start load the data one by one in the Visual Studio. First, we will go with the currency table. After executing the currency data, the project runs successfully, and we will get all the data inside this. Here we get all the data of the currency. Now the next step is we have to calculate what type of currency is accepting by which restaurant. For that, we'll run this restaurant. In this package, we will get matchup data, not matchup data, and it will handle the error also. And here also package run successfully. Here we will get the data of which restaurant is accepting which type of data. Here we have this data. For example, here we have the currency ID. Based on that currency ID, what type of data it is accepting we are getting, and at the same time, what and symbols of the currency also. And this is the activation date, on which date the restaurant is activated and which date the restaurant is inactivated. And next we will move to the client. In client, here we get to know under each client how many restaurants are there actually. For this, we are going to compare with the client and the restaurant. We are by doing merging operations and some other common transformations. Here we get all the data, how many restaurants are actually under each client. Here the restaurants is there. For client 1, we have 39 restaurants. For client 2, we have 4, and fifth client, we have 18 restaurants. In this way, it will give the output for us. And this is the client activation date, and this is the client inactivation date. And this is the restaurant onboarding packages. In this, we will get the data of onboarding details of the restaurant. In this table, we have all the data of activation date of the restaurant, and it is segregated. It is divided according to the month and year, month, and uh, day. By this, we can easily retrieve the data from the database. Here is the onboarding data. In onboarding data, we are getting the data of activation date of the, this is the ID of the restaurant, this is the activation date of the restaurant, and this is the client ID. Oh, the which restaurant is supplying material to the which client, like that. And the next package is client activation details. In this, we will get the details of all the client activation details, like on which this is the activation date. And for easy retrieving the data, we made into the date as we made into the date into separate columns like year, month, and date. And the next thing is the slowly changing dimension restaurant. In this, we will get, first of all, when we insert the data into this, it will store all the data. And whenever I updated the data with the, whenever I change the currency IDs, it will give the expiration data dates of the before values. Now I'm going to run this. Here is the destination table. If we observe here, we don't have any expiration dates. That means no one changed their currency till now. That's why here we don't have any data. Here we have all the points are null only. All the rows are null because no restaurant has changed their data. No restaurant has changed their currency type of currency they are receiving. Now I'm going to update the currency type. Then we'll get the historical data in this. Now I'm going to update this. Here I am updating the currency 2 with the currency 1. Then we'll get the historical data, and how many rows are affecting also we'll get the data here only. See, we got here 7 rows are affected. That means 7 rows are changed to the 7 restaurants has changed their currency towards type 1. Let's see here. Now I will run it again. Now let's see in the database. Here are the expiration dates. Here we can observe that before we have all the null values here. Now 7 restaurants values are to be changed. Here we got this output. This is the output of historical data. This is the starting effective date. That means when the restaurant start taking the type 2 money, and when they end up with type 2, and when they started with type 1. Here is the null because they did not end up with the type 1. When they end up with the type 1, again they will get one more effective data and one more null, and here they will get one expiration date. This is the historical uh, slowly changing dimension type. In this, we will get the all the data whenever they change their currency IDs, whatever. Here I taken the currency ID as a reference, so that when I change my currency ID, then it is recorded. There 7 rows are affected. That means 7 rows have changed their currency. Let's see how many restaurants whether it is recorded 7 history records or not. History record 1, history record 2, history record 3, history record 4, 5, 6, 7. That means it is recording the all the data of the uh, restaurants. And that's all about this project. And thanks for giving this opportunity. Thank you. And we successfully end up with the demo. Thanks for giving this opportunity.